reality of anything in life is, do you look the part? It's not about if you're qualified or this, that. People check that just to have a checklist, or maybe, make sure that you can do the job properly or anything. I remember there was this conversation I had with somebody, and he was hiring for the president of a bank. And I remember he showed me a couple of candidates, and I said, okay, what do you want me to look at? Is he going to be the right fit? So on and so forth. So I thought that this guy was asking me in terms of qualifications, or he's probably had previous finance experience, and you name it, right? No, that's not what he was asking. He was asking, does he look the part? So in life, you always want to ask yourself, if it comes down to X or Y, Z or A, B or D, do you look the part? We live in a shallow world. People don't predominantly care about anything else, as opposed to they care about aesthetics or how something looks. Of course, we all like nice things, we all like them presented well, but I think a lot of people underestimate how important looks are. Of course, you have vans reversing, you have different things going on. I'm just standing on the street and making this video. But the important thing is that when you look to be successful in an area, or do something, or have something for yourself, you always ask yourself, do I look the part? If it comes to X, Y, Z, do I look the part? The guy that he was showing me in the candidates, he wasn't necessarily, okay, he had I think some finance qualifications or something, but for the most part, he looked the part. He looked like the president of a bank. Looks count, looks matter. I've often said this to women, that I don't think you realize how shallow most men are. That doesn't make men bad. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Just the predominant thing they look for is how you appear. And if we have the perception of something looking at us or watching us, you will know that how you present yourself is very important. Because over time, people will have an imprinting of you. I've often talked about this imprinting a lot with private clients. I've talked about it with people when I mentor at a very, very high level. Imprinting is a very powerful thing. And people don't realize what imprinting does over a period of time. That's not to say that people won't appreciate good qualities of you, that you are a nice person, you have a good heart, you're kind, you're compassionate. Not saying people won't appreciate that. Most people will abuse it. They won't appreciate it, but on the odd chance, you'll get people who will like it. But I've often said, looks count, looks matter. If you want to be successful in a specific area, not just necessarily in like career or personal, anything, it's how you look is what's going to get your foot in the door.